Hello and welcome to my new channel, Tada's 3D Printing. I'm creating this channel to show more information about 3D printing. I have been printing for a while, but I still feel like a beginner in a lot of ways. So I'm hoping that my channel can help others try out 3D printing. I will give a little disclaimer. I would say that I am a Prusa fangirl. I have several other Prusas, so definitely take that into account in my videos. I am very excited about the new XL, mainly because I wanted a printer that had a little bit larger print bed. That was the main thing that I was looking for. I know that a lot of people are interested in the tool heads. I do actually have one more day one order for an XL that has multiple tool heads, and I have since ordered one more XL later. This was the first one that I have, of course, because the single tool head pre-assembled is the only one that has shipped so far. I did not do an unboxing, mainly because I thought it would be pretty much just open the box, plug it in, and go. There was a little bit more to it than that, but let's go ahead and get into it. So the first view of the Prusa XL, it is a large printer. It is a large print bed, but it is also a large footprint. I did plan to have it on a different surface. I had a 31.5 inch deep IKEA top, and I had about 36 inches wide. I had plenty of space, I thought, but I really didn't factor in the height of the tool head. With the tubes, I really thought, okay, well, that's going to move. It's not going to be a big deal. But I had a shelf that was about 33 inches above, and it was hitting. So I ended up having to kind of last minute move it. And that was a little frustrating because I kind of wanted it almost featured in the middle of everything, and ended up just trying to get another space set up. As you can see, this is a 24-inch deep IKEA top, and I have the Alex below it. I'm planning to probably get another Alex because with this open space that you see here, it really does echo quite a bit. So I do want to kind of add in that space a little bit more so there's less echoing. And I'm going to need to figure out a different depth. I've actually had to move the top a little bit away from the back wall because it hits the cord. It actually hits right here. And so you can see I've got a little bit of depth where I pulled the top out. Also, on this 24-inch, my screen completely hangs off. So if that's something that bothers you, you're really going to need to look into something that's in the range of 30 inches or so deep. The width is not too bad, even with the filament holder on the side. And this is the area that there will be multiple filament options over here. I assume that right here where we have the filament going in, that there is additional areas for the filament to feed through. Overall, though, the size is pretty large. When I did the unboxing and setup, for the most part, it was just setting up that filament holder and then also attaching the tool head. So the tool head comes separate and you attach it. It's pretty simple to add on the screws here, but what did take a little bit of time for me was adding on the back, attaching it here. I would just say that really pay attention to the hex keys that they list, because I was just continuing to use the one from the step before, and that was what was taking a while, is it wouldn't line up for that reason. Also, I did notice when I was talking about how large the footprint is, it does seem like there's quite a bit of extra space back here, and of course that's going to be where the additional tool heads will be. But when you are just using it as a single tool head, it feels almost like it's taking up more space than it needs to. But, you know, that's the design that it is, and I do like that it's possible that this one can be expanded as well. And then if we look at the bed, we can see that it's actually only supported on the two sides. There is no support on the back. Anything that you are seeing is for other, we have of course the cords, and then this that we're seeing is actually what supports all of the power and the hardware on the back. So the bed is only supported on the two sides, which seemed a little odd to me at first. Of course, all the other ones are supported on two sides, but since the bed is moving, that seemed to me to not feel like it was going to be sturdy enough. But so far, I really have not felt that anything on this is not well supported. It is a very structural bed. When I ended up moving it, I did not feel like anything was flimsy. Everything is very heavy. And then underneath the bed, there is a lot of cords. They definitely have all of the individual beds have separate cords going on. I've had a couple comments on, you know, is this a beta model, because it looks a little bit messy, but it is not. This is just straight from Prusa, day one order. I thought that would bother me, that they're kind of loose like that, but it doesn't seem like it snags on anything. I mean, it does seem to be working really well. Then for the screen, of course, we have full color and picture. We have different settings. Let me see if I can get a little closer here. You can see okay. Of course, we have the print, preheat, filament, everything is the same. Load, unload, change, purge. Control is where you can move the axes, temperature, calibration. There is no first layer calibration, of course, because there is the Auto Z. So that does almost feel like there's something missing when you're looking through all of the menu, but that is the reason for that. Settings, there are sensors and checks, but again, minimal adjustments on those things. And then of course we do have the USB, and it does have Wi-Fi capability. I don't really trust my internet here, so I will probably be continuing to use the USB. And then lastly, I wanted to show you a little bit of the bed moving. Of course, we're going to go to Z, and you can have it move up or down, which honestly is kind of fun to see at the end of the print. It does move down a little bit, so you have a little bit of space to be able to pop off the beds. And then of course, this one is the satin sheet. That's the main one that I've been using. So that's the first look at the Prusa XL. Tell me your thoughts. Tell me what else you want to see, and let's get printing.